items on the agenda when they are called. Public comment on any other items within the scope of the city's jurisdiction, including items not listed on tonight's agenda, will be considered at this time. Public comment is limited to 3 minutes per speaker. Members of the public submitting written requests at least 24 hours prior to the meeting will be allotted 5 minutes to comment. And repetitive comments may be limited, and large groups are encouraged to select representatives to express the opinions of the group. Do we have any public comment this evening? Please, sir, go up to the podium, state your name and address for the record, please. Okay.
Good evening. It's nice to see you, gentlemen and lady. Nice to see the new arrangement here of the City Council. My name is Sammy Mendoza. My address is 547 North Harding Road, Yuba City, California. I prepared a speech here for you guys. I'm going to try my best. For the past 4 years, I have placed my residency in Yuba City. I returned to Yuba City after living and attending UC Davis while working in Sacramento. I decided to return to Yuba City to perch down in preparation for my next move after graduation and the COVID event. I then decided to remain in Yuba due to the immense opportunity at hand. As an economist, political scientist, entrepreneur, and minister, I found it ideal to remain in the area and explore every opportunity at hand. In my time in the city, I've experienced one of the most volatile explorations into the depth of our experience here as a community. From local business owners, the police department, and local ministries, I've experienced nothing but hostility and stagnation. It is clear upon a common observation of our city that we are stagnant and unattractive. In my time at Yuba College, I came to the understanding that this county and city desired the return of its hometown college grads to provide them with opportunity. This has gone unseen and unreceived, hence our economic stagnation. The talent that decides to return quickly leaves due to fear of remaining stagnant in lack of excitement and opportunity provided here. I too have been tempted time and time again to leave and seek opportunities elsewhere, yet I remain steadfast in spearheading the opportunity for advancement in my hometown. I look forward to addressing this issue with you all in an expanded sense. I pray that we as a community can begin to utilize the talent that we have available to elevate Yuba City as a community of the future and a bastion for talent. Along with economic matters, I decided to address the council on matters which go unseen and ignored. By appearances from within this chamber, it is easy to assume that all is well in Little Yuba City, but things are not well. This is an urgent call to action for the City Council and Board of Supervisors. From filthy, trash-riddled streets, dangerous homeless wandering through our downtown areas, camping and littering at the river bottoms, to wicked police officers making me fear for my life as a peaceful resident of this city, county, and state, to then illegal immigrants improperly managed. Our community is not well. This community has become hostile and ignorant. I have various examples in my time at Feather River Parkway. This parkway was built as a community destination where families can go, enjoy their time with each other in full confidence and safety. Feather River Parkway is not that. From filthy immigrants littering the shores of the Feather River, dealing with homeless, to avoiding glass, needles, and other dangerous litters on my levee runs. This place has completely and utterly let me down, and so have you all as a council, unfortunately. Board and community. Not only have I experienced these displeasures, but my life has been in danger there more than once. I've been stalked, targeted, and assaulted before closing hours. On top of this all, I've experienced theft to where my car was ransacked and items of mine stolen. Do you mind if I finish? This is greatly important. My life was very much in danger on those days. And I think that these matters should be spoken to the community. It's not going to take much longer if you give me 2 more minutes. We'll talk offline and wrap up your thoughts. Sure. So let me just get that real quick. Then, to my greatest displeasure, the police, they who are charged with protect and serve, have done the complete opposite to where my life was in danger by the very police officers I called to assist me to find safety and support. All these occurrences are or should be documented by the police department, including recorded calls and reports to where I've also have video evidence. Never should a citizen of the United States of America, a citizen of the sovereign state of California, a resident, wrapping up now, and hometown kid of Sutter County and Yuba City feel endangered by the very police commissioned to protect and serve. No person should. This brings me to a poignant proffer, and I'll wrap it up here to the council and board.
One breath. One breath.
There is something wicked and sinister at work in our city, and upon my work as a minister, I accuse the Antichrist. To my men of faith on the council, I wish to bring to light
Sammy,
the
you're out of
reality
order at this point. I
the
ask you to leave the podium.
Thank you for your comments. Yes, please leave the podium. You are certainly welcome to come back at a future date if you so want, or
Thank you
provide
for your time. I just wanted to address the council. These are my observations in the past 4 years as a citizen of
Sammy,
the
your
city.
time is up. You need to leave the podium, sir.
Thank you. I do not appreciate your hostilities. God bless. Thank you. I was just expressing my thoughts to you
Mr.
all.
Mayor, we now have the opportunity for other public speakers to come up at this time so as to not to preclude them from being able to speak.
Right.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank
If
you
anybody
to all
else would
those
like to
watching. I
have
pray you
more
understand
comments.
what is occurring. God bless and shalom. I pray to address you all again soon. Thank you.
Anybody else like to make any public comment? All right, hearing none. Thank you, gentlemen. All right, we're going to move on to consent calendar. All matters listed under consent calendar are considered to be routine and can be enacted in one motion. There will be no separate discussion of these items prior to the time the council votes on the motion unless members of the city council request specific items to be discussed or removed from the consent calendar for individual action. Do we have any comments on public consent calendar items 6 through 9? And I do have one speaker's card, Mr. Phil Trainer. You have 3 minutes, sir, as you wanted to make comments regarding agenda item 9.
I'm probably a little bit slow. I will say one thing about the last speaker. You're not too bad, really. I think the city's done better than most people. Well, it's done better than I'd hoped for. So with that, I would like to bring up the issue of the Pioneer power unit. I came out tonight, which I shouldn't have, but I came out tonight because a lot of people have seen the mayor on TV and making a remark about Pioneer and what Yuba City and Sutter County may do. I received a total of 22 either phone calls or texts asking me what the numbers were. I'm not a specialist with Pioneer or anything, but I did on my own, help bring them up to the area. I want people to know that if we did join Pioneer, we're not going to receive a really large reduction in our PG&E bill. I went back over the numbers from Pioneer. I hope everybody can hear me. I went back over the numbers from Pioneer, and these are the numbers that I came up with. For the average household, and these are this is Pioneer's numbers, at a 15% reduction in your PG&E bill, you would receive about $7.50 a month reduction. People don't realize when you look at your PG&E bill, you got 3 sections in there. You got a billing for transmission, distribution, and energy. And the only thing that Pioneer or anybody else can reduce is the cost of energy. I still believe that Pioneer can help the city quite a bit. When I first looked upon this thing, I thought it'd be a wonderful thing to do if we could bring in Sutter County and Yuba County as a unit. But Yuba County has nothing to do with it. They'd rather go on their own. I did bring up the fact that they could look at Pioneer, and they said no deal. But anyway, just bear in mind that the public must know that if we do join this, all we will do is we'll be taking a little bit of the revenue away from PG&E, and it'll amount to maybe between $5 and $7.50 a month. That's all that we will get. But it's worthwhile going into it. There are ways to do this to increase that revenue, but it'll take a little bit of effort on everybody's part. As I say, I tried to answer the different texts and telephone calls I've gotten. People, I don't think there was one that even had even any idea of what the reduction might be. So that's my 3 minutes. I will leave you. Bear in mind,
Do you need a little bit more, Mr. Trainer? Because first of all, thank you. You brought Pioneer to us. Do you need another minute?
If you would.
Yes, sir.
What I would like to do is that if we could bring in the county, the city, and Live Oak, if we can bring in the one thing that happens that is wrong, which if I didn't know about it, I would walk away. If you do join, and you have to join, if you did join and decided to leave and go back to PG&E, PG&E at a given time can invoke a quite extraordinary fee to go back in with them. But once you go back with PG&E, you can only come back with Pioneer after 1 year. So there's a lot of little things that have to be looked at, and it takes time. But there is a way to do this and come up with a better deal really than a Pioneer have. But you need Pioneer in conjunction with what the city has to offer. That's my minute. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Trainer. Mr. Vice Mayor.
Through the mayor, we really can't comment, so I would request at this time, if appropriate, we pull item 9 so that we can discuss.
Okay. Would you like to pull it? All right. Then we will pull item 9 off.